Congratulations! You've gotten through the application process, and you're now one step closer to landing a great new opportunity with ISS and Amazon. So what's next? Some surprises are good, others not so much. At times like this, we think no surprises are best for everyone. Your interview is next, but you have a little time before it begins and maybe a butterfly or two in your stomach. So let's use this time wisely. Take a deep breath and go over what you can expect in there and what you need to have ready. First, we'll ask you for official identification that proves you are allowed to work in the U.S. This is essential. The government requires it, and you won't be able to start work without it. So what qualifies as proof that you are legal to work? Here you see 3 lists, A, B, and C. If you've got any one of the items on list A, you're all set. If you don't have any of these, you'll need 2 items, one from list B and one from list C. While you're finding your identification, make sure that none of your documents has expired. We can't accept anything that's out of date. If you have any questions at all about your identification, at the next break, please speak to a guest representative. Next, we'll ask you to verify the information you entered into our system to make sure everything is correct. We'll check the spelling of your name, your phone numbers, your social security number, and your high school information. Make sure the name of your school, your graduation date, and your name at the time of graduation are all correct. Verifying your high school graduation or GED is essential to your employment with us. If you have a copy of your diploma or GED with you today, that's great. Please have it ready for your interviewer. If you don't, no worries. Just let us know how soon you can get a copy to us. If you don't know how to go about getting it, let us know. We have a list of resources that can help. Mistakes in any of the information in our systems could seriously delay your start date, and none of us want that. Next, we'll talk about your work history. You've already told us where you've worked. Now we're interested in a few more details, so please be ready to talk about any employment gaps, periods during which you were not working, what your responsibilities were, and why you left. Now there's not much more to go. Next, your interviewer will go over the physical requirements of the job one more time. Remember, this is a physically demanding position you're going for. You'll need to be active and stay active for your whole shift, often lifting between 25 and 55 pounds. So think hard about this. Just as we'll be deciding whether you're a good fit for the job, you need to decide if this is the right job for you. And that's about it for the interview. Not so bad, right? But here's one more reminder. Amazon and ISS set high standards for their associates. Beyond verifying your high school education, we will also be conducting a background check. If you've had any past convictions, let us know now. Having something on your record does not mean we won't hire you, but if you have something on your record and you don't tell us about it, when your background check comes back showing a conviction, it could well be grounds for termination. Now that the official interview is over, we'll review with you the shifts and departments we have available. It's important that you consider these carefully and decide which would be right for you. Do not choose a shift or department in hopes that you can switch later. Once you've accepted an assignment, chances are nearly 100% that we will not grant a change in shift or department. And that's it. You're done. All that's left is our decision. Sometimes we can offer you an assignment and start date today. If you do get an offer, congratulations! You've won an exciting, challenging opportunity to work through ISS with the world's leading online retailer. And once you've started down this path, who knows where it may lead? Be sure to let all of the members of your household know that you may be getting calls from ISS, and it is imperative that you get the message. If you have any questions, you can talk to an ISS representative at the Integrity Answers line or online at the integrityanswers.com website. If we're not able to give you a start date today, do not lose hope. We are entering our busiest time of year, and assignments can open up almost every day. Please be patient while we try to place you in the right department on the shift that's right for you. We'll contact you as soon as the right spot for you becomes available. Here's what you can do to improve your chances of getting an assignment. Make sure all of your contact information is correct in our system. Alert everyone in your home that we might be calling and that the call will be extremely important. If you miss our call, call us back as soon as possible. We often call more people than we need for a start group, so you'll want to respond as soon as possible. Keep us updated on your availability. Let us know immediately if your contact information changes. Call us to check in and see if there are any openings in any of your preferred shifts and departments. We'll take a break here so you can make sure you have everything ready for your interview and jot down any questions about what you've heard so far. Stand up. Take a stretch if you need to, but don't be too long. In the next section, we're going to talk about some things that are critical to your success. The clock on the screen tells you how much time there is left in the break. Please be back in your seat by the time the clock hits 0. Welcome back from your break. We are now going to discuss Integrity's policies that are critical to your success on assignment. Put the time to good use. So in this part of the presentation, we'll tell you what to expect once we're able to give you an assignment. First, we'll give you some material that details our policies and procedures and offers some great tips on how to succeed in your assignment. You'll get our welcome guide. You'll need to read this carefully, then keep it in a safe place in case you want to refer to it later. This guide will answer questions like, how do I get paid? How do you keep track of the time I've worked? What if I'm late or get sick? We'll go over some of these points now, but please remember that this video is no substitute for the detailed information in the brochure, so make sure you read that thoroughly. So let's talk about getting paid, timekeeping, and attendance. Naturally, you only get paid for the time that you work, so it all starts with showing up, on time, every day. On your first day of work, we'll be giving you a badge that we put on a lanyard so you can wear it around your neck. You must have this badge with you every day and wear it so it is visible at all times when you're in the building. Okay, nobody really punches in and out anymore. Everything is electronic, and what we actually do is swipe. But the punch terminology has stuck with us. You'll use your badge to get through the turnstiles as you enter the building, and you'll swipe it at the time clock station 4 times every day. First, you'll swipe at the time clock before you start working each day. You'll swipe as you stop work for lunch, as you start work after lunch, and finally, when you've finished working for the day. Simple, right? But there are 3 crucial things to remember about punching in and out. First, you must not punch in more than 7 minutes before your shift officially starts. You must not continue working after you've punched out for the day. And finally, don't forget to punch in and out. If you do, let one of the reps know immediately so we can make the adjustments in our system and your paycheck will be correct. And what about that paycheck? On your first day of work, we'll give you a direct deposit slip that, once processed, allows us to deposit your pay directly into your bank account. We highly recommend this method of getting paid. It's simple, costs you nothing, and because there is no paper check that needs to clear your bank and ours, direct deposit gives you access to your earnings sometimes days before a paper check would. However, if you opt for paper checks, they will be available after 8 a.m. on Fridays at the on-site Integrity office. Now, a little about attendance. It's easy to understand that having someone not show up for work affects the work that needs to be done and other people on the job. But, did you ever stop to think about how much missing just 1 day of work costs you? Let's see if we can work that out. Let's say it's a mandatory overtime week. so your shifts are 10 hours a day for a total of 50 hours a week. Let's assume your pay rate is $11.50 an hour. So, if you miss one day of work, you'll lose 10 hours times $11.50, so you'll be out $115, right? Wrong. It's even worse. You see, overtime is defined as anything over 40 hours a week and is paid at 1.5 times your normal rate. That means that in a scheduled 50-hour week, you get $17.25 an hour for the 10 hours of overtime. So let's figure this again. If you miss one day, that is 10 hours, you'll actually not get any overtime pay. 10 hours at $17.25 an hour, that's $172.50 that would have been in your pocket, but now is not. Kind of eye-opening, isn't it? If you haven't thought before about what an extra day off might cost you, you need to think about it long and hard now that you've landed this choice assignment. Okay, now let's look at some other aspects of attendance on the job, how we track it, and the impact it has on you. We use a point system to track your attendance, and it works like this. You start out with an allowance of 5.5 attendance points for each 90-day period. These 5.5 points allow for things like doctor appointments and unexpected circumstances. Here's how the points work. Each incident or violation has a point value. If you're late or leave early by less than an hour, you get half a point. If you're late or leave early by more than an hour, you get a full point. If you're absent for a day, that's 1.5 points. But if you're absent and did not call to let us know you wouldn't be in, it's a whopping 3 points. We keep a running total of your attendance points, and once they add up to 6, we will have to end your assignment. The good news is that your points roll off every 90 days. So if you get points today, 90 days from now, those points reset to 0. Look, we understand that things happen. People get sick, and once in a while you might need to miss a day of work. If you do, you have just one responsibility to us. Call. You will have a local call-out number. Use it. It connects with our automated system that will ask you for the last 6 digits of your Social Security number and the year you were born, all 4 digits. The system will then give you a confirmation number. Write it down. Put it in a safe place in case something in the system goes haywire. How will you know if something does go wrong? It's easy. Every Tuesday we post your hours and any attendance points you've racked up. Your on-site representative will tell you where we'll be doing the posting. You need to check your posted hours and points every week. If you see something that looks like it might be incorrect, don't worry, we'll work it out. But first you have to let us know by talking to one of our representatives. There are 3 ways you can contact us. You can go online to integrityanswers.com for a live chat with a rep. You can call the Integrity Answers hotline. We'll be giving you the number to talk to a rep. Or drop in at the on-site Integrity office and talk with a rep in person. Now let's talk a little about how you should dress. Warehouse work is definitely not suited to suits, but neither should anyone's appearance or apparel make anyone else uncomfortable. So though it is fairly relaxed, we do have a dress code you must follow. Here are some of the main points. Your shirts and pants must be long enough to cover your back, midriff, and shoulder areas and not reveal any undergarments. Tank tops are okay as long as they provide proper coverage. And so are shorts, but your shorts cannot be too short. 3 inches above your knees, max. Save those risque and politically charged t-shirts for after work hours. Wear no clothing that shows offensive or even questionable language or any reference to drugs, alcohol, violence, or politics. You need to wear closed-toe, closed-heel shoes that are comfortable but also give you protection and stability. We recommend high-quality athletic or cross-training shoes. Sandals, high heels, platforms, and moccasins put you in danger, so leave those in your closet at home. You want to be respected, so you should look respectable. That means maintaining a neat, clean appearance at all times. Your hair should be tidy, not obstruct your vision, and not put you in danger of it getting caught in any equipment. This means making sure it does not hang down below the collar of your shirt. Your nails must be short enough to allow you to work safely. This means keeping them trimmed to 1/4 inch or less. And every bit of you should start off clean every day. Your clothes, shoes, hair, nails, skin, everything. Yes, we know you'll be working hard and you may not be squeaky clean by the time you leave, but for the sake of everyone on your shift, you should certainly start out that way. You're clean, you're dressed properly, and you know how to get in the building. But what should you have with you, and what should you not bring? If you want to set up direct deposit for your paychecks, bring a voided check. Bring a clear bottle for water. That's the only beverage allowed on the floor. Bring something for lunch. There are microwaves and refrigerators, and in the break room you'll find a variety of hot and cold lunch items along with soda and other drink machines. So you might want to have a little money with you too. As you might expect in facilities like this, there are some things that are not allowed in the building. These include cell phones, bags, purses, and weapons of any kind, including knives and mace. We recommend that you lock these items in your vehicle. Some facilities do have lockers available. If your building provides lockers, you may use them for your phone and purse, but you do so at your own risk. And remember, absolutely no weapons are allowed in the building at any time for any reason. Is anything more important than your safety? Not to us, and we'd expect not to you either. We take safety very seriously and have policies to help ensure it. We take it so seriously, in fact, that if you violate any of our safety policies, you will be disciplined, perhaps even fired. So pay attention, learn the policies, follow the guidelines, and stay safe. At the beginning of every shift and after lunch, you'll get together with your department for a few stretching exercises. Stretching warms up your muscles, helps prevent injuries, and yes, it feels good. So stretch. It's not an option, it's mandatory. It's because we care. Not even Amazon can suspend gravity. It will fight you for every inch you try to lift something and will work tirelessly to turn your back into a painful, twisted mess. Your most effective anti-gravity weapon is your knees. Bend them when you're lifting something. Use them to do the lifting, not your back, not your arms. You work in a warehouse. There will be forklifts and other heavy equipment all around you. Stay alert. Be aware of what's around you. And if you don't have the proper safety equipment, stay out of the orange crush zone. They are called that for a reason. Cars, trains, planes, and power plants all need fuel to work, and so do you. Food and water are the fuels you run on, and to do your best, you need to make sure you have plenty of both. Eat and drink before you come to work, and keep drinking water throughout the day. And don't skip lunch. You'll need to refill your tank to maintain your strength and energy during the second half of your shift. Despite your best efforts and ours, accidents can happen. When they do, you need to tell your integrity manager and Amazon area manager right away. Even minor injuries can become serious if you don't pay attention to them, so we have medical technicians on duty during every shift. Whether you need a Band-Aid or a trip to the ER, they'll make sure you get it. There are just a couple more serious points we need to cover before we talk about the cool prizes and benefits you're going to be eligible for. First, occasionally, someone may try to cheat the system by claiming an on-the-job injury that did not really occur. Fraudulent claims end up hurting everyone through higher insurance and workers' compensation costs. If you know or even suspect that someone is trying to pull such a scam, please tell your on-site manager. We will keep your identity confidential, and if your report results in the prosecution of a fraudulent claim, you'll get a $500 reward. Second, It should go without saying that harassment and discriminatory behavior are illegal and just plain wrong. These behaviors will not be tolerated. We insist that you respect the diversity and uniqueness of others in your workplace. If you are subject to or witness any behavior that makes you uncomfortable or unsafe, immediately tell the on-site manager or your shift supervisor. We will take action. Your welcome guide provides phone and email contact information for others to whom you can report your concerns. Finally, as you already know, ISS and Amazon demand a drug-free workforce. This is not just for our protection, but for yours as well. All new associates must agree to a drug test as a condition for their employment, and they must remain drug-free while on assignment. Be aware that we have the right to conduct random or building-wide drug tests at any time. Now it's time for the good stuff. When you work for ISS, you get much more than a paycheck. We're going to take a few minutes here to go over some of these perks. When you're hired and assigned to work for ISS at Amazon, you are immediately eligible for our limited benefit medical, discount vision, and dental plans. But you need to enroll, not before your first day of work, but within 30 days of your date of hire. Check out the details in your welcome guide. You'll find a phone number for the enrollment center. Call that number and a representative will help you get enrolled right over the phone. Each year, we work hard to come up with ways to recognize and reward good job performance. Last year, we gave away a new car at every Amazon facility in the country. We also gave away thousands of other great prizes, including gas cards, gift cards, cash, and more. Our incentive plan typically launches in early November and runs through the holidays, and we'll be announcing this year's plan soon. Stay tuned for the details. At ISS, we're not just interested in filling a position for the holiday season, we're interested in helping you develop a career. That's why we put so much time and effort into providing tools, resources, and training designed to help you improve your skills, gain new skills, and ultimately find the job of your dreams. The Job Search Ninja is our daily blog that is packed with career development tips. As an ISS associate, you get immediate free access to our interviewing skills webinars and free computer training in Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and more. If you have questions about any of our other benefit programs, please ask your ISS representative. Visit IntegrityAnswers.com or call the Integrity Answers phone line. We are here to help. Congratulations! You're ready to start your new adventure with ISS and Amazon. We welcome you and know that if you follow the guidelines we've given you here and in your welcome guide, you're going to make a great success out of your assignment and partnership with ISS. Remember, at ISS, your satisfaction is a priority and your feedback vital to our mutual success. Watch your email for surveys that ask you to tell us how we're doing. We always want to know if you think we could be doing something better. We hope that you found the presentation helpful and entertaining. Good luck on your assignment. Stay safe, have fun, and be a star.